responsible, loving, and non-violent fathering, a research that takes in issues of families, how to bring in good families and strong families in our communities.
And what were some of the objectives of this study?
The objectives were to train young men to become responsible fathers, to become non-violent, to be loving, to take care of their children, to be present in their families and stuff like that, because that is how we build a strong society where parents are at home, parents take care of the children, parents take care of their education and things like that.
Some people would ask, why that passion? Why did you decide to do this research?
Yeah, I think it started where when I came for the first time to do my PhD, and I had a plan A to do I had a topic, but my supervisor had a plan B, saying that you're not going to do that. This is what you're going to do. At the beginning, it was very challenging. I didn't really like it, but after that, when I was reading the literature, I really liked it. And today, I can say I'm very proud because I did a very wonderful research where I am learning. I've learned a lot of things because I am a father, because I have a family. So what I am doing as a research at university, I am applying it in my own perspective at home with my family.
Thank you for that response. And then, where did you do this research? And where did you do the research?
Yeah, that's a very important question. I did the research here in Durban, in KwaZulu-Natal, in South Africa, particularly in Durban, and I did I collected my data in Durban, in Tuzuma, and in Engonyameni. Engonyameni is some kilometers from Umbulazi, but it is in KwaZulu-Natal.
That's very good. So my next question is the age group, the people, the age group of the people who did the research.
Yeah, in my research, I involved young men. When I talk about young men, I'm talking about the youth policy of South Africa that defines who is a young man. The youth policy of South Africa, if it is considered from 2014, I think, it says a young man is a person who is between the ages of 14 to 35. So people who were involved in this research are young men between 14 to 35.
Thank you so much, Diaku. Now, the age group that you have just given me. Now, are they Indians? Are they whites? Are they blacks? Or it's a mixture?
Right, that's a very good question. The first plan was to have all the communities involved, all the races involved. I mean, black, Indians, colored, and white. But you know, when you're doing research, there are things that happen that you do not expect. Because I went in some schools, but I couldn't get certain racial groups. So I was mostly involved in black communities because during the apartheid, we saw that most of the families, most of the fathers who were absent in families were black. So my research worked more with black communities than other communities. But in the survey, I got involved black communities and Indian communities in the area of Durban and Inand.
Oh, it is a very interesting tenet that you have just brought out here. So, my next question is, what has been the impact of this research to you as a father and to the participants?
Very good question. Very, very good question. I think, as I said previously, this research has changed me from a man to a man, because there are things that I didn't know previously as a young man, but today I'm a father. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to take care of my family. I've learned how to take care of my wife, of my child. Basically, when I say I've learned a lot, it means I've become more responsible than before. Because responsibility means being present in the household, checking what is going on, what is good, what is wrong, how to talk with your partner, how to talk with your child, and so on and so on. And these things are are things that make people be responsible, because we have to take care of them, because what you're doing at home, children are likely to copy them, and in the future they might be using them, saying, my father was doing this, so it was good for me also to do it. Because, for instance, I can give an example. If you always beat your wife, you always slap your wife or your partner, and your child can see that, what will he do? In the future, when you be a father, that will spill over, and he'll say, my father was doing that, and it is normal. Same thing when you take your child, you always take your child to church. When he'll grow, he'll say, no, I will be taking my children to church as well, because I want my children to grow up like good people who respect other people, and so on and so on. So it really taught me quite a lot of things in the way to live with my family, but also in the way to be non-violent. How I deal with my anger with my partner when there's something and things like that. From the perspective of the participant, I think the participant have learned how to be non-violent, how to talk to their partners, how to improve their relationship, because we need peace in our communities, we need peace in our families. Because if we have peace at home, we are likely to implement that peace in our communities. Everywhere you go, whether you go to school, where you go at work, whether you go to church, you'll be a very peaceful person. So it is a good thing that I've done this research, and I've implemented in the communities where people have benefited this.
Thank you so much, Jaku, for that. So what are some of the recommendations that you can give to the communities that you work with, to the organizations, institutions, and yes, to the government of South Africa?
Yeah, I think it is very important that we build strong families in South Africa, but around the world as well, because this training can benefit anybody, anywhere in the world. We need to train our communities, we need to train our young people how to be non-violent, how to be responsible vis-a-vis their families, vis-a-vis their friends, and so on and so on. The recommendation I will give here is to ask to government structures, to NGOs, and so on, to take that opportunity to experiment this program in training young people to become non-violent. And that's why I included the community from Engonyami, because that is a rural area. Tomorrow, these young men that were trained will be coming into the cities. And if they were non-violent where they were living in the rural area, when they were coming out to be non-violent. So it is a good thing that we help to train young men, to train the communities how to be non-violent, how to be loving, how to be responsible vis-a-vis our communities. And that I'm asking to the communities, I'm asking to the government, I'm asking to the structures, to the churches, to people of goodwill, to have this opportunity to train people into responsible, loving, and non-violent family. That will be a good thing. It will help us to grow up good families and strong families.
Thank you very much, Diaku, for such a well-tabulated piece. And thank you, viewers, for listening to us. And we hope that Dr. Diaku, as he continues with his research, you'll be able to transform communities and be able, at the end of the day, to live in a non-violent world. Thank you very much, Diaku, for coming to the program.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shaw.
We wish you well in all your endeavors.
Thank you very much. Thank you.